Hello, everyone. This is Wrestling Watcher, YouTube channel that's about watching professional wrestling. So the finals of the women's Queen of the Ring, Jade Cargill versus Asuka. I love Asuka's entrance. She just recently came back from injury. She was injured last year, I believe it was, at that Backlash show in France. They said it was the Kabuki Warriors versus Bianca and Jade, and that's when she got injured. She just recently came back, very recently, and she's been doing well. She looks great. But Cargill is the one that's getting the push right now, and you can see they have big plans for her. She had that match with Naomi. They had that angle where I believe it was the before War Games last year, where she was run over, put through a window. I believe it was hit with a car. And they revealed it was Naomi that did it, and she had this big heel turn talking about Naomi. And ever since then, you've always sort of had that big match between Naomi and Jade, and Bianca's been there, and you had this tense situation building up, and we'll see where it goes from here. Jade Cargill with the win. I noticed that some people were complaining about a botch where she hit her finishing move on Asuka. She did that tip pin where she turns around and she accidentally sort of leaned too far, fell off. People were calling it a botch. I don't think it's a big deal, really. I think it'll be talked about for a couple days, but then forgotten about, sort of thing. But yeah, Jade Cargill is the Queen of the Ring. She will go to SummerSlam to challenge, I believe, Tiffany Stratton for the SmackDown Women's Championship. This is going to be interesting. I think that if I had to predict, I think Jade Cargill wins. I think she does defeat Tiffany Stratton, but I think Naomi is going to cash in. I think Naomi pulls a cash in and takes the title with her. Then that sets up another feud between her and Jade Cargill. I think that's where it's going to go from here. But it's a great push for Jade. It's a great win for her. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Asuka moving forward. She did just come back, and I don't think you want to lose that momentum with Asuka yet. So I suspect something good for her coming out of this. Not sure what that'll be, but hopefully something interesting. I could easily see a situation where they give Asuka some wins, they build her up into a really strong baby face, and maybe when Naomi cashes in on Jade Cargill after she wins, you see an Asuka Naomi feud eventually, or maybe you'll see an Asuka Tiffany Stratton feud. We'll see. It should be interesting because you also have the not Charlotte Bella. You also have the Charlotte Flair Alexa Bliss storyline happening, where I think they'll form a tag team and maybe challenge for the women's tag championships down the road. Maybe they'll face some sort of tag team with Asuka in it on SmackDown. You don't know right now, but Jade Cargill looks great. She's really developed into one of their top tier performers in the company. Top tier women's performer, certainly. And big thing for her. I suspect she'll win at SummerSlam. I just see Naomi cashing in with that Money in the Bank briefcase. I don't see some kind of long run for Jade. Not yet. I think that she'll break through with the win, but I think Naomi cashes in. That's my prediction. That's all for this one, guys. Thank you.